Some experts used in the family courts to help decide the future of children's lives are not even qualified.
With children's whole lives in the balance, who knows best? How expert are the experts? It found the expert evidence was mistaken or exaggerated, and that the allegation could not be proven.
He managed to write a several hundred-page report that stated we were a danger to the children. He'd never seen us when he wrote that report. He'd never met me, the children, or my husband.
On the basis of the assessment, the local authority sought the immediate removal of the children.
It was decided that we were likely to seriously harm the children. And it might as well have killed me, saying that. There's no way I'd ever hurt my babies. The worst thing any parent could be accused of.
Over time, it became clear the evidence just wasn't there. Because of the secret nature of family court proceedings, we can't reveal key details of this case. The Ministry of Justice has pledged that experts will only be used where strictly necessary and should always be of the highest quality.
Stop that now. Right, this is Bill Maloney speaking for Pie Mesh Films. I'm outside the Inner London Family Proceedings Court, or as they are called by a lot of us, the secret family courts. A is the guy, B is the girl. Now, when B, the girl, she had this baby and it was taken away from her after 5 hours because they said to her, the social services said, because you were brought up in care, you are a danger to this child. So they took the child away. Then they kept the child for 6 weeks and gave the girl the child back. The child was only 2 months, and they gave her the child back and let her have the child for a couple of weeks. They gave her £130 every 2 weeks to look after this child. Right, now they've taken the child away again, so the child has been in care for the last 8 months. We're talking about a 10-month-old baby girl. Right, now the mother, when she last saw the baby girl with the foster parents are getting £390 per week for this child. Explained who we were and if they needed our help, and they said, oh yes please. So we got in touch with their solicitor. I had a long chat with their solicitor yesterday, and as I say, we'll just call her Jenny. I said to Jenny, I want to know if this kid has been abused by these 2 young parents at all. And she said, absolutely not. I said, so if that is the case, what is going on? The solicitor said to me, Jenny, she said, these kids are getting a raw deal. I said to her, that's good enough for me, Jenny. These kids are getting a raw deal, I'm on it. The social worker told them yesterday that if they spoke to us, it could affect the child's future. The child, don't forget, is 10 months old. So the way we're seeing it is they don't want the press in there. This is a secret family court. This is where our government are taking children, and we have the evidence of it here, at birth. Now, any court in the land, you can go and sit in a public gallery and listen to what's going on, press or public. That goes for the Iraq inquiry as well. Right, but they won't let us in to the children's court. So some of these parents aren't even allowed to go into the hearings. They stopped us going into the hearings. The parents said they wanted us in, then we get a phone call from the barrister saying they don't want you in. Stolen from her by our institutions, and we all know what that is, especially those of you who are like myself, are victims out there. This kid is now been taken away from its parents, who are being manipulated by, it seems to us, the barrister, the social worker, the solicitor, and anyone else who's in the pot. While her child is in care and foster parents are being given £390 a week to look after the kid, that's all these two, A and B, that's all these parents needed. Why do they keep wanting the babies? Now there's something that's a little bit more sinister. A and B, the parents, told us that they went to see the child at the foster carers. When they got there, over the little girl's genitalia was severely blistered and sore. There was sores and blisters. Now, the girl reported this, okay, the mother reported this to her solicitor and the social worker. Now, this is a couple of weeks ago. This has not been investigated. There is some kind of neglect there. It is either because the baby has been left in a dirty nappy, which is neglectful, or it's been abused in some kind of way. This is the sinister part. This has not been investigated, and this is what these kids have said to us, what A and B have said to us. Right in the heart of our democracy, and they are stealing our children. While they was in court, my producer got a phone call from their barrister saying that they didn't want to see us. Then the kids come out of court and the kids saw us and ran away. So they are being manipulated. One minute they really want us to help them. So they've gone back to their garage on the floor in Croydon. While the solicitor, the barrister and anyone else in that court, the social worker, are all making fucking fortunes from these little babbies. I don't know what else to say, you know, I really don't know what else to say.
The whole point of them is that they're elected by the people, so ultimately it is a choice for the electorate. And I think in these circumstances he should heed those calls.
Confirms two brutal truths they've known all along.